Welcome to my channel. I want us to discuss the integrity of the two leading presidential candidates from southern Nigeria. Ordinarily, this election of 2022 is supposed to have been all the presidential candidates coming from southern Nigeria, preferably southeast, based on justice, fairness, and equity. Even the PDP ought to have zoned its presidential ticket to the southeast. But be that as it may, let us look at the issue of integrity. I believe that Nigerians are men and women of integrity. They want their president to represent the best of them. So today, or right now in this video, I want us to look at the issue of integrity of the two leading presidential candidates from southern Nigeria. And that is the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC Bola Ahmed Tinubu, especially in light of this recent development about Tinubu's certificates, which is now in public domain. So first of all, let us look at Mr. Peter Obi's integrity. Mr. Peter Obi has an impeccable integrity. There has never been issues about his integrity, about his places of studies, about his qualifications, even about his management of the resources of Anambra State. It has never been integrity challenged. But it's also important that at this time, when Nigerians are to make a choice, that these issues are also revisited and reinforced so that Nigerians can make the right choices when they're choosing the next president of the country. Now, if you look at Mr. Peter Obi, I'll run down a brief history of him, or his brief biography, so that you can be able to understand what we're talking about. And first, before I go ahead, please, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, share this video widely, and like the video. God bless you. Now, Mr. Peter Obi was born in 1961, July 19, 1961. He attended Christ the King's College, Onitsha, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Lagos Business School, Harvard Business School, London School of Economics, Columbia Business School, Institute for Management Development. I can say that Mr. Peter Obi must have filed appropriately. I have not been opportune to see his INEC file but I know that why it has not generated any controversy is because he was able to give them details of what he filled in his INEC form as his qualifications. And I can bet that he presented to them his certificates. Because if he did not, there are a lot of people who are looking for an opportunity like this to reduce the momentum that Mr. Peter Obi is enjoying right now. Now, Mr. Peter Obi, he has been a businessman. He has been a businessman. Of course, he preferred to call himself a trader. Because he's from a trading family anyway, before he ventured into corporate world. He was from a famous business family in our nation. He has been, these positions I'm going to read out now. These are positions he held before, which he has relinquished when he became governor. So he has held a lot of leadership positions in the private sector. In Next International Nigeria Limited, he was chairman and director of Guardian Express Mortgage Bank, Guardian Express Bank PLC, Future View Securities Limited, Paymaster Nigeria Limited, Charms Nigeria Limited, Data Corp Limited, Card Center Limited. He was also the youngest chairman of Fidelity Bank. Now, these are positions he held before he became governor of Anambra State. So, Mr. Peter Obi has been a private sector person. You can, without doubt, know where he made his money from the private sector before he became governor of Anambra State. And many of these positions, he relinquished them when he became the governor of Anambra State so that he can concentrate in running Anambra State. And he did a fantastic job of it. A whole lot of testimonies are there to show that Mr. Peter Obi was the best governor that has ever governed Anambra State. Now, let us look at his competitor. And like I said earlier on, there's no issue about Mr. Peter Obi's integrity, about his corruption status. Nobody has ever accused him of corruption, whether as governor of Anambra State, whether as chairman of a bank, whether as ordinary trader, as he used to call himself. His integrity has been impeccable. And these are the kind of personalities that even the world leaders would like to deal with as Nigeria's president. Because he's not carrying integrity baggage, he's not carrying corruption baggage. He will be free from day one to run the country. Now let us look at candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was born on 1952. He was born 1952. He was governor of Lagos State from 1999 to 2007. If you go to Wikipedia and look for Bola Ahmed Tinubu's biography, you will see that he attended St. John's Primary School, Aroloya, Lagos, and Children's Home School in Ibadan. He also claimed to have attended Government College Ibadan and the University of Chicago. He attended Richard J. Daley College in Chicago. That's what he said. You will see there. And then Chicago University. But when the controversy about this Chicago University came up, Tinubu said that it was not Chicago University that he meant Chicago State University. Now, these schools I mentioned were the schools that Bola Ahmed Tinubu filled in his form, INEC form, in 1999, which he submitted to INEC and eventually emerged the governor of Lagos State. Then an issue arose about his qualification that he submitted. He couldn't deliver the credentials to back up those qualifications. But that didn't stop legal luminary late Ganifa Omi to go to court to challenge the certificate that Tinubu claimed to have acquired, the primary school, the secondary school, and the university. And this was following a petition by Dr. Waliu Balogun, who challenged the schools that Tinubu filled in his form. But when this issue came up, Tinubu exonerated himself that he wasn't the one that actually filled the form, that it was filled by by proxy, by Senator Afekiyomi. It was a matter that Gani Fayomi fought for till his death. Now, this issue was also resurrected a few months back in January by a prominent journalist, Festus Adedayo. He wrote an interesting piece. I will put the link down under this video so that you can go and read it to know the details from what I'm telling you. The title of the article written by Festus Adedayo, quote and unquote, "Why Bola Tinubu must never be Nigeria's president." Let me repeat. Why Bola Tinubu must never be Nigeria's president, by Festus Adedayo. It was published in Premium Times, January 16, 2022. If you read this article, which I told you, I will put the link under this video so that you go and read the details of it. Adedayo explained the issue of certificate saga about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He revealed how, when he wanted to find out whether Tinubu actually attended Government College Ibadan, how is a governor, a sitting governor, went and took all the record books to his office so that he cannot be able to access it. And then the principal of the school disappeared within that period that he was trying to do the investigation. So this prominent journalist I told you about, he was pissed. And he began to feel that there is a need for Nigerians to be aware of this challenge. And he said that Tinubu is integrity challenged to be the president of Nigeria. And he concluded in that his piece that Tinubu should never be the president of Nigeria based on the records, the schools he attended, and which he now could not present the certificate. Now, an interesting thing happened. When Tinubu was filling for his second tenure, this issue was identified in 1999 in his INEC form. When he was filling his second tenure form, He refused to feel anything as regards to his educational qualification. It was blank. You will just go and read that article, you will get more. You see, he didn't feel anything inside on it. Instead of feeling where they're supposed to feel primary school, he feel not applicable. Secondary school, not applicable. University, not applicable. Are you getting it? So he left them not applicable. Now, Adedayo said that the Yoruba people will vote for Tinubu if he can only do one thing for them. And let me quote him verbatim here. And when you read when you go to that link and read this thing I'm telling you about, to this article, very important, I think every Nigerian should read it. Quote and unquote, Festus Adedayo. This is how he concluded his piece. He said, Yoruba will totally support Tinubu in his presidency dream if he agrees to fill in the INEC forms. All these claims he made of his roots in 1999, he must fill in the 2023 form CF001, St. Paul's School, Aroloya, Lagos, as his primary school, Government College, Ibadan, Richard Daley College, Chicago, and the University of Chicago as his alma mater, without Senator Tokunbo Afikeyomi swearing an oath that he filled it for him by proxy, quote unquote. So this was the challenge that Adedayo posed to Tinubu in January this year. Now, what are we hearing now? Tinubu has filled his form for INEC ahead of 2023 presidential election as the candidate of the APC. And what we're hearing now is that he felt that he did attend primary school, that he did attend secondary school. I will also put a link to the story where it was published for the members, for the public, by PR News. There's a newspaper that carried it. I will put the link under this video so that we can read it. Tinubu said that he did not attend primary school, he did not attend secondary school, and that his university certificate was taken away by the military that invaded his house when he ran away from Nigeria on exile following his rule in the fight against dictatorship in Nigeria during the administration of General Sani Abacha. Also, so once again, so it means that Tinubu did not take up he didn't fulfill the demand that the challenge Adedayo thrown to him, that if he can fill his academic qualifications in 2023 on his INEC form, 2023, what he filled in 2003, that the Yoruba will support him. Of course, by the revelation that what he stated to INEC is that he didn't have primary certificate, he didn't have secondary certificate, but his university certificate was taken away by the military, supposedly. But why would military take away somebody's certificate? How does that help in arresting the person or getting the person to come and meet them. Well, that is the situation. But the issue is this. We know that in this country, we have had issues of this nature, and people still voted for that candidate. But I believe that Nigerians are a lot wiser now than they were before. If you did not attend primary school, you did not attend secondary school, and then you attended university, how did you get to the university? Because you can't build something on nothing. It's a question that Nigerians should ask themselves as they go ahead to cast their votes in 2023 between Peter Obi of the Labour Party, Bola Ahmed Tinubu of All Progressive Congress, and any other candidate that is on the list of presidential candidates. Don't forget, we have 18 political parties contesting this election, the general election in 2023. So that is the question Nigerians should ask themselves. What kind of president do you want to elect? Do you want to elect a president with integrity? Or do you want to elect a president with questionable integrity? The choice is for all Nigerians to decide. But I believe that Nigerians are reasonable people. That's what they want is the best for their country. And what they want is the best for their families. Nobody, no reasonable person is happy with the state of Nigerian economy. No reasonable person is happy with the state of power in the country. No reasonable person is happy with the state of education in the country. Virtually all the sectors has collapsed. All the sectors with no exemption. This country need a man of integrity to run it in the next 8 years for things to be normalized to the level that we can begin to talk about development. And you and I know that corruption is one of the greatest challenges facing Nigeria, especially political corruption, because that is where it starts, political corruption. When you have issues, challenges of age discrepancies, challenges of academic qualifications, challenges of corruption. And you and I know, based on the records by Transparency International, Nigeria is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. How long shall we begin to accept this kind of situation and begin to use our own votes to put people who perpetuate their own personal interests ahead of the national interest? That is what Nigerians should consider. That's why I made this video, so that we can make us to think. Let us look for men of integrity who will rescue us from our present economic situation and who will fight corruption sincerely and whose record shows that they will be sincere in fighting corruption. You cannot be having allegations of corruption, questions of integrity, and you expect such a leader to be concerned about corruption and integrity of others. That is why the father of African literature, Professor Chinua Achebe, famously said that Nigeria has no problem. There's nothing wrong with the weather in Nigeria. There's nothing wrong with the climate of Nigeria. There's nothing wrong with the waters of Nigeria. The only problem Nigeria has is problem of leadership. And he said that if we can get it right, every other thing will fall in place. I agree with him. That is what this country need to get it right. And for us to do that, we have to put into position men like Mr. Peter Obi, who are not integrity challenged, who are not corruption challenged, so that this country can be rebranded honestly, sincerely, for growth and development. And Nigeria will actually become the giant of Africa that it is meant to be, and not a giant that is still crawling after decades of independence from Great Britain. Thank you for watching this video, and please, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to this channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, like this video, share it widely, and when you subscribe to my channel, it means that anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you.